This time I am back with a new lab test video which should clear some doubts regarding oil change interval. In the past I have done lab tests on motorcycle engine oils where multiple tests were done at the usual 2500 kilometers, while last month I shared the results after running for 5000 kilometers on a motorcycle engine oil. This is the first time on the channel where I am sharing the lab test results on the Petronas Synthium 3000 which did 6000 plus kilometers of service in my car. If you guys remember back in January, I did a 3000 plus kilometers drive to Gujarat with this engine oil, where we had done multiple long stretches in a single day. At this point, I must agree that the Synthium 3000 did a splendid job even when I was pushing the engine at the end of the day. The smooth flowing roads of Gujarat and this engine oil's consistency deserves the credit for the fuel efficiency, which was measured in between 16 to 18 kilometers per liter, which happens to be one of the highest I have measured on this car. The rest of the 3000 kilometers were done on short city rides in presence of traffic, whereas expected the fuel efficiency dropped at around 12 kilometers per liter in heavy traffic conditions. All this looks good, but the lab test results will show the oil's condition after 6000 kilometers of running. As always, we will begin with the viscosity. It's the resistance offered by the engine oil at a particular temperature. As a standard practice, it is measured at 40 degrees Celsius and 100 degrees Celsius, which is considered to be the operating temperature zone for an engine oil. A brand new sample of Synthium 3000 will read out a kinematic viscosity of 64.90 mm square per second at 40 degrees Celsius. So after 6000 plus kilometers of running, the kinematic viscosity has dropped to 55.20 mm square per second at 40 degrees Celsius, which isn't bad for the kind of running it did. I was more concerned about the kinematic viscosity at 100 degrees Celsius, which dropped from 10.50 mm square per second to 9.368 mm square per second, which is just excellent, and it shows the oil's consistency to retain its viscosity even at high temperatures. The flash point for the used oil stood at around 232 degrees Celsius, which is almost good as new. Moving ahead, we have TBN, that is total base number, a critical parameter that helps in deciding the service life of an engine oil. The alkaline base in the engine oil helps in neutralizing the acidic environment inside the engine. In case of Synthium 3000, the TBN has dropped from 8 to 6.4, which is way above the change limit, and that makes it a good news for the engine and the engine oil. Till here, the physical properties are looking good even after 6000 plus kilometers of running. So let's move ahead and check the elemental analysis from the ICP reports. We will begin by taking a look at the wear and tear, where iron forms the major composition of engine parts, where we got just 2 parts per million of iron, which is really good. Joining iron, we have aluminium, which came out at 4 parts per million. To be frank, these are some really low numbers where we can account them for almost no wear and tear. In other wear metals, copper showed its presence with 16 parts per million and with less than 1 parts per million of lead and chromium. To conclude the wear metal analysis, I would say both the K12 engine from Suzuki and the Petronas Synthium 3000 have shown outstanding resilience to wear and tear. Now coming to the presence of contaminants, silicon showed its presence with 16 parts per million and sodium at 1 parts per million. If we compare this to our past lab test results done on motorcycle engine oils, then silicon was present in a lower number over there. But this is nothing to worry about, as 16 parts per million is not at all alarming and way under the concerning limits. Finally, we are on my favorite part of this video, where we will discuss the additive elements present in this engine oil. We will begin with the detergents and dispersants that helps in keeping the engine clean from deposits. For that, we have calcium and magnesium. Calcium stands at 1323 parts per million, while magnesium at 461 parts per million, which means the oil has got a healthy balance of both calcium and magnesium. Boron and zinc are part of anti-wear and anti-corrosion team, where boron is at 57 parts per million, while zinc is at 792 parts per million. Now before coming to the secret ingredient, I have discussed about phosphorus in the past and its importance as extreme pressure additive. In case of Synthium 3000, we found 698 parts per million of phosphorus, which is decent. Then out of surprise came sulfur at 2850 parts per million. Now this is the first time on the channel that sulfur showed its presence in an engine oil in such a high number. Now sulfur happens to be an excellent extreme pressure additive that has capabilities to maintain boundary conditions in between moving parts of an engine even at high temperature. Now we can go deep and discuss the polar properties of the CP additives, but for now it should be clear that this makes a big difference in the Synthium 3000 in a positive way. Apart from all this, we found molybdenum at 167 parts per million, which helps in reducing friction and improving the efficiency of the engine. Although I had drained the engine oil for the lab test, but the results I showed even after 6000 plus kilometers of running, the Synthium 3000 was still in good condition. To be honest, this is the first time I have stretched my oil drain interval post 5000 kilometers in my car. And post 5000 kilometers, I did notice some drop in the oil level on the dipstick, but it never went below the low level mark. If you ask, then I won't hesitate to say that this is one of the best engine oils I have experienced in my car. This is not a paid promotion, but I can easily recommend this to Maruti Suzuki, Hyundai and Honda users who are looking to upgrade from their stock engine oil. If you guys want a comparison with my another favorite, the Shell Helix HX8, then let me know in the comment section. So that's all for this video, and I hope you guys have liked it.